What's good, gamers? It's been about 2 days since the last recording. In that time, I've built 11 pieces of furniture. I'm gonna try to share something from my time between recordings every time I start like a new session or something. Um, since then, I had my videos shared on Instagram by a couple of friends. Thank you guys. Shout out Tristan, Grape, Rigel, Ant, and I think that was it. And Mike, if you're watching tonight, I love you, buddy. I miss living with you. I hope you're doing all right. Um, yeah, shout out, shout out my friends for supporting me. Um, Once again, I don't plan for anything to come of this. I kind of just want to talk about Dragon Ball, and I'm using the intro time to do anything but talk about Dragon Ball. Um, just because there's not much else to go over. But the title of this episode, I actually looked it up uh, before before uh, I started recording and forgot it. Shout out ADHD. The title of this episode, The Nimbus Cloud of Roshi. This is episode 3 of season 1. Goku, Bulma, and Turtle are still traveling through the mountains trying to get Turtle back to his home. Goku, why are you always complaining? Why don't you try being happy? And that's just so real, Goku. A lot of men will identify with that. Um, why don't you just try being happy for once? Oh, and immediately into the episode, there's a villain waiting to uh, prey on Goku, Turtle, and Bulma. It seems to be a cat of some sort. He's got a mohawk and a scar over his left eye. And immediately Bulma's ready to betray Turtle and hand him over so that they don't get eaten. But it's combat time as he drools menacingly. Goku completely unwilling to betray his friend. Bulma, of course, flees at the first sign of danger. At this point, we're kind of privy to Bulma's character traits. She's a coward. It's that simple. It's that simple. She's a coward. She brought Goku along for protection, and she doesn't even trust him to do it. Uh, the giant cat in armor with a mohawk is swinging at Goku and missing every time. Meanwhile, Goku's performing advanced acrobatics around him, just kind of embarrassing. Too bad you have to die. And Goku jumps on his blade as the cat is swinging at him. And Goku, like he's Babe Ruth, counts the number of punches that he's about to hit the cat with. Before he just punches him 3 times in the face. He goes 1, 2, 3, and then pa pa pa. um, yeah, Goku's curious about whether or not turtle tastes good. He says, "So some people like to eat turtle, huh?" And Turtle's immediately, "Oh, we see Toriyama up in the palm tree that they're passing by." Um, Characterized by a gas mask and a purple gi. I think that's what he's wearing. But it's the gas mask that's most prominent whenever you see him in the series. I don't think he shows up too often. But yeah, if you want to see Akira Toriyama's self insert in the Dragon Ball series, Episode 3 of Season 1 is the place to go. Goku, Bulma, and Turtle have reached his home, which is just the ocean. They deliver him to the ocean, and he says, "Okay, this is good enough. Thanks." Uh, Turtle is leaving to obtain a gift for Goku and Bulma. And, like, as always, Bulma, very impatient. We get a shot of a crab scuttling along the beach. Bulma's hopping into the water. Goku's trying to drink the ocean water. He has no concept of a saltwater ocean. And we've flashed back to Pilaf's perspective, where he's ruling over a small village, it seems like. They're praising him as he walks by. So it seems like Emperor Pilaf actually does have some semblance of power, and it's not all just for gag. Mai is delivering the news that they were unable to obtain a Dragon Ball, I believe. Naturally, Emperor Pilaf, much like a child, is inconsolable and demands that they go rescue his Dragon Ball. Emperor Pilaf immediately after ordering them away receives more insider information about the location of another Dragon Ball and uh, is sending them away to an island in the middle of the sea. More on that island in the middle of the sea later. Oh, and Emperor Pilaf is choosing to come along with them this time. Perhaps adopting a if I want something done right, I might as well do it myself kind of mentality. But from Pilaf, we can kind of expect that he's not actually going to participate really in any of the obtaining. There's not enough room in the ship for both henchmen and Pilaf. Uh, Bu- Bulma is relaxed and seems to be having a good time on the beach, and immediately Goku hits her with, "Yeah, you really stopped talking so much." Turtle is coming back with an old man with a turtle shell on his back. Uh, it seems like that was the gift he was bringing. It's revealed that this old man is his master, characterized by shorts, an orange shirt with purple triangles, and a pair of glasses, a large white bushy mustache, and a bald head. He also carries a staff and a Dragon Ball around his neck. He calls himself the Turtle Hermit. He is telling Goku that he's very brave and he would like to give him a gift, and is calling for his magic carpet. Perhaps Aladdin style. Bulma's doubting the legitimacy of this magic carpet. And Turtle has to remind Roshi that he's no longer in possession of the magic carpet. And uh, he being Roshi, has decided he will gift Goku with the flying Nimbus. It's your typical, like anime style cloud, very swirly, uh, yellow, so it's differentiated from other uh, clouds in that aspect, and it leaves kind of like a vapor trail behind it, and also responds to commands that might make it a little different from other clouds. The characteristic of this cloud that is most important is you can ride it. Unfortunately, only those of a pure heart may ride this cloud, which unfortunately has rendered Roshi uh, unable to hop on the cloud, as he's about to demonstrate. He says, "Let an old man show you how it's done," and jumps straight through, lands on his Tolkis. And immediately Bulma laughs at him. So I suspect that Bulma may not be able to ride on the cloud either. But Goku hops on. He's just standing on the cloud, no problem. Perhaps the lesson learned here is that having a pure heart means having an empty brain. You cannot have thoughts if you want a pure heart. We're flashing back to Emperor Pilaf's crew in their plane as they search for this Dragon Ball on an island in the middle of the ocean. It seems like he spotted it on an island with a house, seems to be written Kame House, across the front of it. Kame, for those who don't know, different from Kami. It's spelled Kame. Kame is translated to turtle. If you want the kanji for it, I have it tattooed on my chest right here. That's Kame. Naturally, having that information now, uh, you can draw the connection that the turtle hermit probably lives at Turtle House. Um, Pilaf's great idea to trick someone into letting them into their house, them being the Pilaf gang. His great idea is to pretend to be a uh, what's the word for it? Like a singing telegram. And then remembers that he brought a universal key so he can just pick the lock. While he's attempting to do that, Mai and Shu just walked in uh, while he was digging for his universal key. They walked in, the door was unlocked. I mean, why would you lock a door on an island in the middle of an ocean? It doesn't make too much sense. You probably won't have too many visitors. I guess unless Roshi's trying to keep Turtle out, but that'd be kind of rude. Goku just had a lot of fun flying Nimbus around. I don't exactly recall how fast Nimbus can go, but we do get kind of an idea of that in Z. But that's a very long time from now. Bulma's a little pissed off that she's not getting a gift. She is a little upset. uh, and Roshi says, maybe you could convince me to give you a gift if I could see your panties. Uh, and Turtle comments on why he couldn't ride the Nimbus. No pure heart there. Um, Bulma seems to be willing to show her panties. But unfortunately, if you'll recall from last episode, Goku took them off in order to look for her appendage, which was not there. And she did not realize. So she just flashed Roshi the goods. He said, "Oh, what a lucky man am I." He's trying to think of anything that he can give her, and immediately she sees around his neck the 3-star Dragon Ball. Her mouth is gigantic in so many shots, just to illustrate how fucking obnoxious Bulma is. She's kind of insufferable. She calls Goku down from playing with Nimbus to demonstrate that she has the 3-star Dragon Ball. I haven't mentioned that this entire time she's rocking kind of a side ponytail. I don't know if that's meant to symbolize that she's childish in nature, uh, or maybe it was a style of the time, but it looks awful. Roshi's just finding out that the Dragon Balls grant wishes. He didn't know. He just had it. He said he found it at the bottom of the ocean. And now he wants to take it back. And Bulma keeps flashing him the goods uh, in an attempt to secure the Dragon Ball. Roshi naturally gets major nosebleeds from this. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the reason that nosebleeds, when aroused, are portrayed so often in Japan is due to the elevation. Um, but don't quote me on that. They've made it back to the pod home at this point. Uh, and unfortunately, Bulma has just discovered that her underwear was on the floor. Oh, and we get another shot of the Arale picture. It's very clear. It's cool. I'm trying to gloss over how devastated Bulma is at this point, because I kind of don't care. But Goku is confessing to taking Bulma's underwear off this morning. And naturally, Bulma loads a gun and begins shooting at Goku. And he just eats the bullets like it's nothing. When I say eat, I don't mean literally. He just withstands them. We flash back to Kame House, and there is a crocodile suntanning outside as the Pilaf gang ransacks Kame House looking for a Dragon Ball. Most likely the Dragon Ball that Roshi just gave to Bulma. This, oh, this croc that was suntanning, Pilaf is now threatening with a knife. Uh, he's like, where is Roshi? And the croc's like, look behind you, he's right there. Pilaf gang stances up with guns as he arrives. Actually, I think it's just Mai that has a gun. She's ready to threaten Roshi with violence for the Dragon Ball. But Roshi's like, I just gave it away. Sorry. Ah, Shu has a sword. Mai has a gun. They're trying to get any information about Bulma they can out of Roshi. I don't know if his no his name was revealed in the intelligence to um, Pilaf. And in order to send them on their way, uh, Roshi had to stab the plane. There's a big hole in the plane, which I guess was meant for starting it, but I don't know like how that would function. Hmm. It seems like putting away the house is as easy as pushing a button, and the animation for that is literally just it disappears. There's no like poof or effect or anything. It just disappears and a capsule appears. Bulma cannot jump on the cloud. It is revealed that Bulma is not pure of heart. She said she didn't want to ride the cloud anyway, so she's forced to ride alongside Goku with a bike. And Goku comments on how slow the bike is. So we know that the Nimbus Cloud is at least faster than a motorcycle. It seems the plane that the Pilaf gang rode in on doubles as a boat, but unfortunately, that hole that Roshi stabbed into uh, lets in water. Folks, this just in. Holes let in water. And that's the end of the episode. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. And we get the outro again. So, once again, thanks for listening to this. I don't know if it provides any substance, but I do love watching these episodes. And producing a product kind of gives me an excuse to just keep watching Dragon Ball, I guess. Whatever it is, I'm very happy for it. And thank you for being here. Um, I'm trying to see if there's anything that I haven't talked about in the outro, but it's just fun. Um, all of the credits include Funimation, so at this point, I don't know where my phone is. I was going to look up which specific dub this is, but I'll save it for the next episode. I just want to thank you one last time for watching. If you have any suggestions, if you have anything that you want to hear from these episodes, let me know in the comments. And have a good day. Bye.